Hello guys, today we will discuss about lifespan of man. This is also called human development. We divide the lifespan of man into two broad categories. This is the prenatal life and the postnatal life. Pre meaning before and natal meaning relating to birth. So that is the changes. This is actually the developmental changes that is occur before the birth in the uterus of mother. Okay. We further divide the prenatal life into three categories: ovum, embryo, and fetus. These are actually the term we use to describe the period of the pregnancy, that is the ovum, embryo, or fetus. Okay, ovum. This is the period when the sperm enter into the vagina. This is female uterus, and this is vagina. This is cervix, and this is the uterine cavity. So when the sperm enter into the vagina, after they pass through the cervix and enter into the and enter into the uterine cavity, and then the sperm enter into the fallopian tube. This is flow. So here the oocyte or the egg is present. So the sperm came and enter into the oocyte. So after entering the sperm into the oocyte, then the nuclei of oocyte and the nuclei of sperm. So here if we take an example, this is sperm and this is egg. Okay, once the sperm enter into the egg, then the nuclei of sperm and the nuclei of oocyte, they unite together, and at this point we say that the fertilization is occur and the fertilization is complete. So this is actually the first day of pregnancy. Okay, so from the first day or the day when the fertilization is occur to the seventh day. So this the ovum is the period that is start from fertilization to end of first week. Okay, so the next period is the embryo. Embryo is the period that is starting from the second week of pregnancy to 8th week, and at this period the mother who do not know that she is expecting, and so the embryo is the period that is starting from the second week and end at the 8th week. 8th week, that is they are actually the first 2 month of pregnancy. Okay, and the fetus from 3rd month to 9th month. This is the 3rd month to 9th month of pregnancy. At this period we call the baby as this is a fetus. We do not call them as a baby. This is actually the fetus. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So here is a very interesting thing that the first system developed in the embryo is the CVS, is the cardiovascular system. So on 18th day the endocardial tube is developed, or they start beating. So here is a little concept that at this time brain do not develop, but the heart tube are developed and they start beating and they pump the blood to the tissues. So when the patient is in coma, brain do not perform their function, but heart perform their function and they pump blood to the tissues. So to up to some extent, the heart can perform their function without the assistance of brain. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Now we will discuss about the postnatal life. Once the fetus is delivered, now the postnatal life is start, and this is the life that is after birth till death of person. Okay, so we divide the postnatal life into 5 stages. This is the newborn, infancy, childhood, adolescence, and adult. So the newborn, once the baby is delivered, so now we call them as, this is neonate. Okay, and this period is called the neonatal period, and this period is starting from birth and end at the second week. Okay, it's mean that the baby at this time baby is only 14 days. Okay, so the second period is the infancy. This period is start from third week to the end of first year, and at this stage the baby start crawling. And the third stage is the childhood. We divide the childhood into 3 stages, that is the early, middle, and the late childhood. Early childhood, this stage is also called milk tooth period. In this, the primary dentation is occur. In this period, the primary dentation is occur, that and this is the period that is starting from the second year of life to the 6th year. The second stage is called the middle childhood, and this period is also called permanent tooth period. In this, the secondary dentation is occur, and this is starting from the 7th year of life to 9th or 10th year. It depends upon the person or the individual characteristics, because one individual is different from another individual. Okay, and the late childhood is the pre-pubertal period, that is the period that is occurring before the puberty. That is this is the period that occur before the skin sexual characteristics is developed. Okay, so they start in female, they start from 9th or 10th year up to the 12 or 15 year of life. Then in male it may be 13 to 16 year of life. It depends upon the person or the individual own hormonal changes, that these hormonal changes are occur in the 12 year or 13 year or 15 year. It depends upon the individual. Okay, so the next stage is the adolescence. This stage is start after the 6th year of puberty. Okay, so and this is the teenager, and there is a lot of the mental changes occur, or also physical changes that is occur in this stage. And the 5th stage and last stage of the postnatal life is the adult, and we divide the adult into prime and transition stage, and old and senescence stage. And the prime and transition stage is the stage in which various kind of changes is occur in the human body, and there may be a mental changes, or there may be a physical changes. And in old age and senescence, this is start from the 60 year until death. Okay, in and old age and in senescence stage, every system start declining, bone mass may decrease, so this is called osteoporosis. Muscle mass may decrease, so this is called sarcopenia. But in adulthood, every system perform their function with full effort, and every system are on their peak level. I hope it makes sense, and if you have any query, then you will ask me. Thank you.